the winner is Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire.
I like the challenge, and I want to beat the odds.
Thank you very much.
And I don't do it for the awards, the acclaim. I do it for me.
Reba McEntire.
If you're looking for the most successful female country singer of the last 25 years,
If this is real, time will tell, so let me bite my tongue and remind myself.
you won't find her in Nashville or even on the road.
Very nice. Okay, good.
These days, Reba McEntire lives and works in Beverly Hills, California. And the 48-year-old entertainer is right at home.
The star of our show, here she is, Reba McEntire!
I like to be around people who are funny, who have a great attitude, who love their job. I love to come to work.
Margaret.
Never thought of it that way.
Me neither. I just pulled that one out of my hat.
She's Oklahoma's version of Lucille Ball.
Say goodbye to little Reba.
The success of Reba's new sitcom may have surprised Hollywood, but it was no surprise to Nashville or the rest of the country. That's because for the last 25 years, everything Reba has touched has turned to gold and platinum. Born in rural Oklahoma, Reba McEntire's earliest dream was to compete in the rodeo, like her father. It was your dream to be a cowgirl.
Oh, I wanted to be the world champion barrel racer, yeah.
She grew up in a man's world.
When I was growing up, I lived on a working cattle ranch. That's a male arena right there, in the rodeo arena, male arena. And I accepted it. And if you wanted to get ahead, you had to work 16 times harder. And you don't bitch and complain and gripe about it, you just go work.
But Reba soon found a way to stand out with her voice.
When I did sing, people listened. And I knew that's how I could get attention, and that's what I was after.
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
Her first big break came in 1974 when she performed the Star-Spangled Banner at the National Rodeo Finals and got an offer to record in Nashville.
But I don't wanna be one night stand.
But when she got there, she discovered that Music Row was also a man's world. What kind of environment was it for women back during those days?
Totally dominated by men. It was a lifestyle.
Reba played by the rules at first, and after a slow start, she began to put out hits.
What in the world?
By the 1980s, she was getting recognized nationally. Off the road, she was married to rodeo performer Charlie Battles and lived and worked on an Oklahoma ranch of her own. But Reba wanted to be an even bigger star, and she wanted to sing the music she chose.
How blue can you make me?
And that's when Reba McEntire decided she wasn't a cowgirl anymore. Instead, she was going to be a pioneer.
I divorced my husband, I fired my manager, and I moved to Nashville.
She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
Reba asked her former steel guitar player, Narvel Blackstock, to be her manager.
I needed someone who believed in me because everybody else thought, well, that's it. You've peaked. That's about all you can do. Narvel's like, oh no, you just got your foot in the door. Now you can do anything you want to do.
He soon became much more. They were married, and they had a son, Shelby. And what came next amazed everyone in Nashville.
Oh, ain't life wonderful?
In the 1990s, Reba became perhaps the biggest female star in the history of country music.
There are a lot of things in the music business that I was told when I first got into it, a lot of can'ts. One of those can'ts was women can't do this, women can't do that. Y'all just proved them wrong.
But even as Reba triumphed professionally, tragedy struck.
Their twin-engine business jet had just taken off.
On March 16, 1991, a plane carrying 7 members of her band and her road manager crashed into a mountain in Southern California. Everyone on board died.
It was a very emotional, long night.
How did that tragedy affect your life?
Changed it. Changed it to, at first, I didn't want to get close to anybody ever again, because I was afraid they'd be taken away. Dang it. And then I realized that can't be the situation. You've got to embrace the people you're with. You've got to take every minute as if it's your last. And so I just turned it around.
Oh, I guess the world ain't gonna stop from my broken heart.
Reba turned things around by taking on new challenges and crossing over from country music. First to movies, then to Broadway.
I'm quick on the trigger with targets not much bigger.
And now, of course, she's on TV every week.
Something, that's why I buy it.
The hardest part for me is learning the lines, because these don't rhyme, they're not with the melodies, but I get it by the time that they say, roll that tape.
But Reba McEntire never wanders far from her roots.
Once you've learned to be with
She has a new album, her first in 4 years, coming out later this month.
To get away from it for a while was really good for me. It gave me some space away from the business. It got me back to just the music.
There's a lot
and what I love so much about singing.
The album's first single, I'm Gonna Take That Mountain, is already one of the year's biggest hits.
I'm gonna take that mountain.
And it pretty much sums up Reba's life and career.
It's a positive song. It's uplifting. No matter what's happening in your life, you can keep going.
Gonna leave it level with the ground.
I think, Reba, it's safe to say that your dream has come true big time.
And you know what, Harold? I still like that attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Reba McEntire.